YouTube, y'all become with how an NBA player who refused to pass destroyed his career. Listen, I ain't gonna lie, bro. How bad does it have to be that you get kicked out the league? I'm assuming that happened. I don't know the story, but I'm just saying, how does it destroy your career? Because Kobe Bryant, a known non-passer, the nigga retired. Like he was straight. Maybe he just didn't have the skills enough to make it. But let's go ahead and get into the video. Welcome new people, new subscribers.
You ask the internet who the most selfish player in the history of
You
the
know how
NBA
selfish you gotta be?
You will often get just one answer: Ricky Davis.
Who the fuck is
He
Ricky
refused
Davis?
to pass, purposefully missed a shot on his own hoop to improve his stats, and even got traded away from the Cavaliers.
Wait.
Purposefully missed a shot on his own hoop to improve his stats, and even...
Oh shit! So he will purposely miss a layup to get a rebound, he's stats padding.
got traded away from the Cleveland Cavaliers for an insane reason, because he thought that LeBron James was just going to be another addition on the team to help him score. Ricky was hated by almost every coach he played for, and it caused him to go from a 1998 NBA first-round draft pick that dominated the entire league
I ain't gonna lie.
A player that nobody
He don't
wanted.
look bad.
This is the story of Ricky Davis.
Bet.
Tyree Ricardo Davis, nicknamed Ricky, was born in Las Vegas, Nevada, before eventually moving to Iowa. Davis would then quickly become one of the highest-ranked players in his state during his career at North High School in Davenport, Iowa. Ricky would not only make it onto their top team, the varsity squad, in just his freshman year, but Davis would commit to the Iowa Hawkeyes college program after just his second season in high school. The 6'6" center for North High would then carry his unit all the way to the Iowa State tournament in both his junior and senior years. And while the big man had ultimately failed to carry his Davenport side to a championship, one thing became clear.
He don't look
Ricky
bad.
Was a legit NBA prospect. A fact
got his
became
dumbass.
clearer through his tenure with the Hawkeyes, because Davis would finally get to play a role more suited to his 6'6" frame and 42-inch vertical, with Iowa placing their potential professional athlete on the wing. Ricky, now that he was free from being stuck in the hoop, would go out and average a team-high 15 points during his freshman collegiate campaign. And while fans were stunned at just how good the rookie college athlete was, it was actually a decision Davis made towards the end of his initial year that truly shocked everyone. The Iowa native had decided to forego the remainder of his collegiate career and enter his name into the NBA draft. However, while Ricky and those around him believed in his talent, NBA scouts such as Marty Blake felt that Davis entering his name into the 1998 NBA draft was a joke, believing that the Hawkeye star, who just 12 months ago was playing center on his North High School squad, was nowhere near ready for the big leagues.
With the 21st pick in the 1998 NBA draft, the Charlotte Hornets select Ricky Davis from the University of Iowa.
Yet, upon his arrival into the NBA at just 19 years old, Ricky was struggling to adapt. Charlotte Hornets head coach Paul Silas had little to no interest in playing his 21st draft selection, mainly thanks to the current talent on his Charlotte side. Combine this with Davis's interest in trying to play the way he knew, which was free and without structure, the now ex-Hawkeye was beginning to feel lost in the professional world. However, the player who was starting over the Hornets rookie, Bobby Phills, an individual who had worked his way from being picked near the bottom of the 1991 draft to playing on multiple minor league teams to then making it onto the Cleveland Cavaliers and eventually finding himself a...
So what it sound like, this nigga was humble. Like, he started from the bottom, worked his way up. Like, see, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, in most things to be at the top, you have to have some type of ego. We know this. You have to have some type of ego. You're not going to make it if you don't have a little bit of ego. I'm just being honest. But it seems like Ricky, he came in, nigga was already one of those. They like, yo, this nigga's cold. And of course, when somebody tell you, oh my God, Ricky, you're the best, like, it's gonna get to you, it's gonna get in your head, and I guess a nigga became selfish. He like, yo, nigga, I'm the best. He looked at everybody else like pawns on a chess table, bro. Like, he's like, yo, you supposed to help me. Like, if you, like, once I get LeBron James, he gonna help me. And I think this is a very important lesson, bro, in life, bro. Just be humble, bro. Generally, like, I feel like in life, I don't see how people not humble. Unless, like, you just don't come from the bottom. But even, I just seen people get big and then still act like they never was here. Like, how you act like you wasn't here? And, like, does not resonate with you? Do you not remember you not eating some nights? Do you not remember being homeless? Like, nigga, what the fuck?
A starting shooting guard role in the Hornets would begin to mentor the young Ricky. Bobby.
You ain't first, you're last.
I'm really sorry. Ricky Bobby is my favorite. Was one of the most beloved players in the league.
Well, I think that Bobby Phills was one of our really outstanding.
He's just a good dude.
Citizens in the town.
And would not only provide his youngster with on-the-court guidance, but also off-the-court advice. Direction, which all led up to one of the most shocking performances of Ricky's young career. May 5th, 1999, Davis would finally get the opportunity he had been working for his whole life, as Coach Silas allowed his rookie to play for a massive 40 minutes. A chance that Ricky ran with.
Davis.
Hey, that's some big boy numbers. 40 minutes?
The Iowa standout would begin to highlight the raw talent that
that's
caused
starter
the Hornets
numbers
to take a chance on the 19-year-old. Davis was rising up.
He doing this shit at 19?
Dunks. Showcasing his silky smooth jump shot both in transition
come here. Come on.
and within Charlotte's
What
offensive
the hell?
plays.
This is not me, y'all. That's not me. Come here. This nigga play like a my player. Like, you don't see his snatch back. Like, I ain't gonna lie, that bitch kind of smooth, but it look nasty. But that bitch nice. I like it. Hold on.
The raw talent that
at
caused the Hornets to take a chance on the 19-year-old. Davis.
He play like a my player, literally.
Dunks.
Come on.
Showcasing his silky smooth jump shot both in transition.
Come here. I like that.
And within Charlotte's offensive plays.
Give me that. Two people come on me and forget it. Faders.
As well as knocking down both free throws late.
And this one.
You do seem cocky, I can't lie. He do seem a little cocky. Just a little bit. Just off that little. Like, I already know what that means. These niggas can't fuck me. Man, like, he already knows. Like, man, this is my spot for sure. Like, I'm going crazy. And there's nothing wrong with having confidence in yourself. But once they get to, like, a point where it becomes arrogance, that's where you lose me. You feel me? Like, of course you're supposed to be like, I'm that man. I'm that bitch. But when it gets to, like, you put other people down, you feel like everybody's in your way, that's when you gotta reel yourself back in. Hey, sir, you're not the greatest thing walking, and even if you is, bro, you're not God. You're like there's something above you, and regardless of what you are on this earth, bro, ain't nothing better than God. Oh, Jesus, come on now.
Was a solid final victory for the Hornets. Yet, one thing was becoming very clear about Ricky Davis.
What?
12 here in the second quarter, and here comes another 3-on-1 break.
Oh, he ain't passing.
Take it all the way himself when he had two men open. Gets it back again.
That nigga not passing.
During the following 1999-2000 season, Ricky, thanks to his dominant performance in his rookie year, was receiving increased minutes from Coach Silas, allowing the now sophomore Hornet to put up multiple double-digit nights from the bench. However, on January 12th, 2000, Davis's world would flip upside down.
Before 11 o'clock this morning, 30-year-old Bobby Ray Phills died in a three-car collision about the 1500 block of West Highville Road. Initial indications are that Mr. Phills was traveling at a very high rate of speed. His 1997 Porsche went out of control, crossed into the westbound lanes, and was struck in the driver's door area by another vehicle.
The man who was molding Charlotte's young...
I'm telling you, bro. Like, you never know, bro. I was having this conversation with some friends, like, was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. He was just talking about, like, you could get everything in the world, bro. Like, imagine you got paid the lottery today, right? Like, you won the lottery and you go on tomorrow. But I would be pissed. Like, I feel like, Lord, why you let me win in the first place then? Think of this could have went to somebody else. Like, I would I would be so mad, bro. But I think this life, I'm not gonna sit. Every time I come here to talk to y'all about life, I'm not gonna sit up here like I understand it. But it's not about money. Genuinely, right? No matter how much money you get, I think it's about the freedom to do what you want, bro. Like genuinely, like I feel like everybody deserves freedom in this life, where you can travel, where you want, eat what you want, do what you want, say what you want, to a certain point. Cause some of y'all need y'all phones taken, or computer, or laptop, or whatever you're on. You need that taken. But what I'm saying is, life is meant to be lived, bro. And whatever living is to you, I can't tell you, because living to me is a completely different thing from what it is to you probably. But find what that is and run with it. Live, y'all. You got one. Like, I'm always come here to tell y'all that you got one life, bro. But in Bobby Fields' case, he got everything. He was the NBA star. People loved him. And like, your car might just go out of control one day, and that's, you feel me? That's it.
Talented shooting guard had tragically lost his life. To make matters worse, Paul Silas would begin to severely reduce Ricky's minutes, as before the January incident, Davis was averaging 16 per game, but for the remainder of their season, Ricky Davis would only see the floor for roughly 7 minutes each night.
Wow.
Yet, this wasn't all, because not even for a single second during the Hornets' first-round playoff matchup against the Philadelphia 76ers did the former 1998 21st pick see the court, and promptly after their defeat at the hands of 76ers star Allen Iverson, Ricky was traded to the Miami Heat. However, Davis would break his foot during a preseason drill, and Ricky would run into yet another problem.
So Ricky Davis, my rookie season, he breaks his foot. The whole time he's supposed to be coming for treatment, right? He's not showing up to practice. He's not showing up before the games. He's just staying at home, right? And every day he's getting fined. He has no idea. So we're coming from a road game, and as we're going, he's like, hey guys, we're gonna take a little detour. We was like, oh, okay. He was like, we land, we don't know where we're going, so we get off.
Y'all going to his house?
We're in Atlantic City, right? So when we get off the bus, Ron Cope was the trainer. He's sitting there with an envelope. Here, guys, compliments of Ricky Davis. Everybody on the team got like $1,000 compliment of Ricky Davis.
Was Ricky there at that point?
No, had no idea.
So he still didn't know.
He didn't know until we got back. We was like, man, we was just in Atlantic City on you, man. You should have seen the big suites we was staying in. We all had big suites.
While Davis would eventually return, he only appeared in 7 games for the Heat and continued to produce the same measly numbers that he did during his tenure in Charlotte. The ex-Hornet would then once again be moved. So
they took his money and used it on sweets and food or whatever the fuck? Man, Ricky, when I catch you, Ricky, boy, ain't no way you using my money talking about compliments of Ricky. Who? I give you that money, but I'm charging the NBA. Like, what? Y'all using my money for sweets? I need every dime back, nigga. What are you talking about? Compliments of Ricky? Imagine if you Ricky, you looking stupid, bombastic. Like, I don't even know what to say to that.
To the Cleveland Cavaliers, where many thought the Iowa native's career would be coming to an end. Yet, the Cleveland Cavaliers head coach, John Lucas, a former number 1 draft pick in the NBA, would begin to take a liking to Ricky, not seeing the image of selfishness that had been etched into Paul Silas's head, but rather his potential. Coach Lucas would no longer have Davis rotting away on the bench. No, John would play his talented guard for an average of 20 minutes per game, allowing Ricky to average 8.6 points on 8 shot attempts per contest. However, on February 2nd, 2001, everything began to change for the former first-round pick, as in a regular season matchup against the Detroit Pistons, Ricky began to heat up, slowly pouring in bucket after bucket, ending his night with an incredible 28 points. Therefore, John Lucas understood that his young shooting guard was much more than just potential, and in fact, he was ready for a much larger role.
Give me that.
So, Ricky's minutes were increased from just 20 per game to 28.1, and his scoring average would follow.
Hold on, y'all. I don't know if y'all saw that. That shit said the new Michael in the making.
Ricky's minutes were increased from just 20 per game to 28.
They love to try to get somebody the new Michael. Man, if y'all don't hop off, bro, y'all just be bouncing. Get off. the new Michael Jordan in the making. If a nigga get 20 points, you think this nigga the new Michael? Man, stop it. Y'all still do this. Y'all be like, oh my God, Anthony Edwards is the new Michael Jordan. Oh my God, y'all be getting it, bro. Stop getting on your hands and knees, man. Wipe your mouth. Like, wipe your mouth, boy. You're looking like, bro. Just let them be them. These are young stars. Anthony Davis. Who else? Jason Tatum. Like, oh yeah, John Morant. Come on, let them be themselves, y'all. Let Michael Jordan don't even fuck with y'all. He don't even fuck with y'all.
8.1, and his scoring average would follow, skyrocketing to 15.1 points per game. Yet, the fortunate news didn't end here for the ex-Heat guard, because Lamont Murray, the Cavs starting shooting guard, would suffer a minor injury, an incident which thrusted his backup into Cleveland's starting lineup. Murray's absence allowed Ricky to fully showcase just how talented he was, as Davis would drop a brand new career high of 35 points against the defending NBA champions, the Los Angeles Lakers. But when Lamont returned, his backup's confidence was already sky high, allowing Ricky to drop 32 points against the Indiana Pacers. Ricky's insane career-saving games to round out his initial season with the Cavaliers would see the former high school big man sign his first legit NBA contract, making a 6-year, $34 million deal with Cleveland.
I need
Rick,
that.
Is there anything you want to say?
Glad I stayed in Cleveland.
And I'm glad that you're here watching this video, which, by the way, if you enjoy the content I create here at Out of Bounds, make sure you subscribe. That way, you never miss interesting stories like this one. Anyway, back to the video. Couple the signings of Ricky with the acquisitions of rising Clipper star Darius Miles, the drafting of a power forward filled with potential, Carlos Boozer in the 2002 draft, and Lamont Murray being sent away during the offseason to make room for Davis. Cleveland was going all in on their young stars. Yet, while those players believed it was because the organization wanted to see them shine, there was actually another reason. But Ricky, a now NBA starting shooting guard, wasn't worried. He just continued to be one of the league's most explosive scorers, setting a brand new career high of 45 points against the Milwaukee Bucks and scoring 42 twice against both the Boston Celtics and the Detroit Pistons. And remember, this was the early 2000s. Scoring was like at an all-time low. This is probably like dropping 70 points now, or not.
Damn.
Yet there was a glaring problem in Davis's game. One that would have him suspended by his head coach.
What do you mean?
You see, while Ricky was clearly a talented scorer, averaging 20.5 points per game, he did so by taking 18 shots on average each night.
No one has ever questioned the athletic ability of Ricky Davis. What they question is his understanding of the game, his willingness to share the basketball and play within a team concept that helps you to win games.
Wait, he averaged 18 shots a game?
Me first mindset, which would see Coach Lucas ban his shooting guard from playing 2 games during the season in order to try and correct it. However, Ricky was happy. All he was focused on was putting up the best numbers possible, a point only made more potent in another regular season game versus the Utah Jazz.
One of my guys said, Rick, he yelled out about fourth quarter, 5 minutes left. Rick, you need one more rebound. All right, I'm going to go get it. So it's about 45 seconds left. I said, I got to get this rebound.
This is 1992. That's permitted to help you look, feel a little better, find out more.
This nigga can't be serious, bro. That nigga said, hey, Rick, you got one more rebound. Nigga said, I'm going to go get it. I did not know that was the clip. Yo. That nigga funny as fuck. Ricky funny as hell.
Rick, he yelled out about fourth quarter, 5 minutes left. Rick,
this nigga's
one more
funny.
Rebound.
I'm gonna
go get it. So it's about 45 seconds left. I said, I gotta get this rebound.
This is 1992. That's permitted to help you look, feel a little better, find out more.
Bro, what is he doing? Oh God, what is that? Was it a close game? If it's a close game, that is bombastic, boy. What the?
Ricky, for the 5th time in his young career, was just a single rebound away.
Oh hell no, this game wasn't close at all, nigga. The hell, 120, 95. But still though, like Come on now, you don't need that damn rebound that bad, bro. You not getting no closer to the top rebounds in the NBA. Chill out.
Elusive triple-double. So, of course, he just shot it at his own hoop, grabbed the rebound, and hoped that would work. It didn't. However,
I bet they did find it.
Moment, it was not only Davis who had achieved his lifelong dream, because the Cavaliers.
Wait. This whole time, I thought that was his basket. You mean to tell me it was their basket that he shot? That's actually insane.
Cavaliers, with their horrendous 17-win and 65-loss record, had also achieved theirs.
Booty.
The first pick in the 2003 NBA draft.
LeBron James.
The Cleveland Cavaliers.
Come on now, if you don't know that.
Congratulations. Thank you. With LeBron James being from Akron, Ohio, I'm sure there has to be a lot of excitement in the organization.
Man, let's be honest, bro. We know that shit was rigged. I think even LeBron know that shit was rigged. Come on now.
We don't know who we're gonna pick yet.
Why he do his tongue like that? Like, what the fuck was that?
With the first pick in the 2003 NBA draft, the Cleveland Cavaliers select LeBron James.
Man, that nigga knew it. He said, we don't know who we gonna pick yet. Man, you knew who you was gonna get, nigga.
Done it. The greatest high school basketball player in the history of the game had landed on his hometown team.
Well, I think for the Cavs, I think I'm gonna make an impact immediately because
this is crazy to see LeBron this young. Nigga, I was just born, literally. This year, 2003, I was just born.
You know, I think our team couldn't get any worse than last year. So I'm just gonna try to make the biggest impact that I can this year and try to get my teammates better every day and also myself.
Yet, those currently on the Cavaliers weren't too excited about playing with the #1 pick.
We have better players than him in this position already on our team, bro.
I remember seeing this hating ass nigga.
His potential is probably the sky's the limit for him, though.
I don't think you can really just bring a high school player in and really just think your team gonna really turn around like that. If he come,
bro, he did.
You know what I'm saying? He can just hop on our bandwagon and hope we can do something big.
And Ricky would share this.
You know, because I knew the young fella wasn't ready to, you know, win us a championship. You know, so I figured I'm gonna just keep doing me. I really don't care who on the floor.
To make things,
let's be honest, this isn't hot takes though. Like, okay, of course, we 20 years down the line, so of course we like, you're so stupid. But like, let's be honest, bro. I mean, LeBron is coming in, right? He's like 18, 19. He come into the NBA. And of course they're gonna be like, man, this you mean to tell me this teenager gonna win this championship? I ain't gonna lie, I would probably be the same way. I'm like, you mean to tell me this nigga finna come here and win a championship? I'm like, man, I'm finna just keep doing me. Like, man, like he might add to the team. Like how good can he be? You feel me? I'll probably be the same way. And then they go, come here. Like, you feel me? Like, then I'm like, ah, shit, this nigga different. This nigga the greatest of all time. Or one of them.
Even worse for the former Hornet, the Cavaliers had also hired his ex-head coach, Paul Silas, to steer Cleveland's ship in the right direction. However, despite his initial doubts of the dubbed Chosen One, it would actually be Davis who assisted LeBron in scoring his first ever field goal in the league, a night in which James would pour in 25 points, throw 9 assists, and pull down 6 rebounds. Yet,
I ain't gonna lie, that's some real shit. Was that LeBron? LeBron, if you did that, that's some real shit.
Which James would pour in 25 points.
That's some real shit. LeBron nigga gave it to him. He could just
6 rebounds. Yet it was in the rookie's 3rd regular season appearance, LeBron's first game in which he struggled, only scoring 8 points, where things would start to unravel for Ricky.
Next thing you know, Paul Silas takes me out, and he's like, he take me out. I'm like, what's up, coach? He like, man, you gotta stop kind of yelling at the young fella. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Next thing you know, I'm not in the game. I never go back in the game. That whole game, he didn't put me back in the game. I go back the next game, same thing, getting buckets. I think I came out, scored 15 points in the first quarter. He takes me out again. And I'm like, coach, what's
I ain't gonna lie.
And he like, you keep yelling at the young fella. He said the same exact thing. So I sat down next to him. I said, so what you mean yelling at the young fella? What are you talking about? You can't cuss him out. I'm like, Coach, what are you talking about?
But it wasn't just Coach Silas who shared doubts that Ricky Davis couldn't play alongside the future of their franchise, as well as help mold LeBron into being the face of the NBA.
Oh, he was trying to lure nigga LeBron, and then I ain't gonna lie, I'm surprised like the coach really had his back like that. Like 15, if it like you know how NBA players do sometimes, they like to go crazy on the numbers and fluctuate their numbers. Like if he really had 15 points first quarter, that nigga's hot. Give him back to him. I mean, why you taking him out? He hot. What you mean? Like,
because Davis was suspended for 2 games because of his unwillingness to work with James.
What?
I mean, he like, Rick, they decided they want to try to suspend you for a game or 2. So I'm like, what? What you mean? For what? Like, for what? Like, what you mean? Like, now I'm really tripping. Like, what you mean? Suspend me? They like, you being detrimental to the team. You been cussing LeBron out. They say you been cussing LeBron out. Man, they go get LeBron. LeBron don't even know this going on. Man, look, I say, hold on, LeBron. They say I just interrupted LeBron. They say I cussed you out. He said, huh? You ain't never cussed me out.
What?
They keep saying I cussed you out and I'm yelling at you or something like that. He said, you ain't cussed me out. I don't know what they talking about. I got up and left.
Therefore, the Cavs would ultimately move on from Ricky.
I ain't gonna lie, that's some bullshit. Y'all lying on, bro. LeBron said you like this. That's factual. That's fucked up. Like if y'all don't want to start, bro, just say that. But just the lie on LeBron, or not even lie on LeBron, but just to make up a blatant lie, like that. Of course, like if this me, I'm like, if I know I ain't cuss LeBron out, I'm like, bro, like you saying this, and then if LeBron tell me no, I ain't say that, like, the fuck, I ain't say like why you saying that you cussing me out? That's weird. I ain't gonna lie, Cavs. If y'all did that, it's very weird.
His attitude towards LeBron devastated Cleveland's front office, as they had hoped the pair would become a deadly 1-2 punch. But Davis was unwilling to be the second hook, so he was traded to the Boston Celtics. Yet, the now ex-Cavalier would share his true feelings regarding the situation upon arrival in Massachusetts, saying, I feel it was supposed to be a 1-2 punch in Cleveland. I was establishing myself with the team last year, and I thought LeBron was just going to be another addition to the team, helping me score. I guess it was different. But despite being moved away from the franchise who took a chance on him, Ricky Davis was ecstatic to be playing with a multiple-time All-Star in Paul Pierce.
Suck it up and to play behind a rookie, you know, that's now the greatest guy in the game. For me, I just couldn't do it at that moment. You know, now if it would have been somewhere where LeBron is old and he's established and this and that, now I'm going to play and rock with the guy.
And I get that, but at the same time, bro, this man, like LeBron coming in there and he's showing you, like, yo, I got this. And I feel like, too, bro, at certain moments in life, bro, you got to play your role. Like, you might not be the biggest, baddest in the town at the moment, but play your role, bro. Like, that's some real shit. Wherever you at, bro, don't be jealous, don't be hateful, play your role until you come up. And if you, like, once you come up, you start playing that role. And then it's like the stages in this shit, bro. Like, I'm not a teenager no more, so I can't play that role no more. I don't even think as a teenager no more. We on adult shit. And then when, like, I'm not even on the same stuff I was on last year. Like, there's levels to this. So that's what I'm saying. I get what you're coming from. But, like, once the role change, you can't. This is a lot of people. A lot of people, when the role changes or certain circumstances present themselves in their life, they don't know how to, like, switch codes. They don't know how to just go ahead, hop on this. And it's hard. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to be like, oh, that's so easy. No, it's going to. But it has to happen to get to the next level. So just imagine if Ricky was to change his role as one of the... He'd still be a starter probably, but his role is not going to be the main guy. And a lot of people want to be the main guy. But, like, just think about any group. This is a team sport. You might be the main guy. Like, LeBron James, like, he knows how to play roles. Like, before Luka got there, he's the main guy. Luka there now, okay, Luka's a younger, I don't want to say more talented, but Luka's more younger. He can get buckets. He can do things that LeBron can't do. And LeBron, he just want to be an addition right now because he's 40. So of course he wants to play along with somebody that can help him. Like there's different roles at different times, bro.
Guy all day, but I would rather go get traded over here and play with Paul Pierce.
That makes sense.
Somebody's established. Somebody I know we trying to win championships.
I get it.
What we want.
And their head coach, Jim O'Brien, would discover something shocking about his new shooting guard. Because Coach O'Brien, who had only heard negative things about Ricky, was stunned to see how opposite the now Celtic really was, sharing that he thought Davis was coachable and the ex-Cav would continue his dominance, albeit this time off the bench, by dropping 32 points against the Sacramento Kings. Not only was the Iowa native thriving in his new situation, the Celtics, thanks to the incredibly weak Eastern Conference, had somehow made it into the playoffs despite only winning 36 games. Ricky Davis would finally get his chance to play in the postseason, an opportunity he grabbed. As, in spite of Boston getting destroyed by their opponent, the Indiana Pacers, in a 4-game sweep, Ricky had averaged 14.1 points. Things were finally heading in the right direction for Ricky Davis. Doc Rivers, the former head coach of the Orlando Magic, who had been fired after a horrid start to the 2003-2004 season, was brought in by new team president Danny Ainge in order to lead the Celtics to new heights in the 2004-2005 season. Rivers' hiring
still look the same, bro.
Veteran point guard Gary Payton, who had been to the NBA Finals in 1996, plus the work ethic and coachability of Ricky.
I think we got a feel on what he wants and what he wants us to do. So, guys, just go out there and play hard and execute everything he wants to be executed. Got a chance to win.
Boston would continue to rise. Whilst Davis had become far more willing to play within the offensive system of Rivers, there was still the occasional moment where Ricky Davis came to shine. For example, on this play where he missed a between-the-legs dunk on a fast break, only to then get the rebound and windmill it back in. I can't even do this on a menu.
Well, he did it
and his game winner versus the Memphis Grizzlies, a shot which the ex-Hornet didn't let Coach Doc stop hearing about. As the season was coming to a close, Ricky's willingness to play second fiddle to Paul Pierce and use his talents within Boston's game plan, Davis would be acknowledged by the league for his incredible growth by finishing second in Sixth Man of the Year voting.
I like that.
However, it would be in Game 6 of their first-round playoff matchup against the Indiana Pacers when the Celtics would need their second punch the most, as despite winning the initial game, a night in which Ricky had 13 points, the Pacers had crucially taken the Game 5 victory, placing them just a single win away from moving on to the second round. The Celtics needed someone to step up. So, Ricky Davis, the 6'6" guard who oozed confidence, would begin to slowly take over this must-win matchup.
And that's what I'm saying. This is his role in this moment. His role was to take over, and that's what bro did. See, that's what I like to see, bro.
The 1998 first-round pick would expertly choose his spots, no longer trying to take the game over, and instead allowing it to come to him. A refreshed mindset which would allow the Boston guard to score a vital 22 points, a performance that kept Boston's playoff dreams alive. However, in Game 7, Davis, alongside the rest of his Celtics, would falter. And it was once again Indiana for the third season in a row, sending Boston packing. But Ricky was just happy to have been able to make a meaningful impact on a team with championship aspirations, something he was excited to keep doing in the 2005-2006 season. To make things even better for Davis, Coach Rivers would elevate his bench guard into the starting lineup, an opportunity Ricky was super thankful for, repaying Doc's trust by averaging just under 20 points, a statistic comprising of 4 30-plus point games, as well as averaging 5.3 assists each night. However, elsewhere in Minneapolis, trouble was brewing. Kevin Garnett, the 2004 NBA Most Valuable Player and Minnesota Timberwolves superstar power forward.
Give me that.
Sitting in the house, I'm loading up the pump, I'm loading up the Uzi, I got a couple of M16s.
What the hell?
I got a couple joints with some silences on them. I'm just loading up clips, a couple grenades. Got a
missile launcher with a couple, missiles. I'm ready for war.
Was no longer comfortable
what
with
is
playing
bro
alongside his
talking
teammate
about?
Wally Zerbiak.
What is
Garnett,
blood
given
talking
that he
about,
was the
bro?
Wolves franchise player, was never going to be shipped away, and due to his frustrations with the team's inability to build a roster around him good enough to get them back to their 2004 form.
These are tears of pain.
Tears of pride, too.
A lot of pride. It's eating me up.
As well as the team failing to fill Latrell Sprewell and athletic wing scorer's shoes after he left their team, the Wolves front office realized a move.
That was like a WWE
Therefore,
wrestler.
Wally, I'm not going to try and say his last name again, guys. I'm sorry. Was moved to the Boston Celtics in exchange for Ricky Davis halfway through the 2005-2006 season. While most would be upset with this sudden change, the now ex-Celtic was excited to play alongside someone of Garnett's caliber, and it was
Let's talk about that bucket. Oh my god. Ugh. 2 men on him in the corner, fade, overdose, swish. Not even at the backboard. That's a nasty bucket.
KG, who made him understand something about himself.
I thought I was working hard till I met KG. And when I met KG, my work ethic just went out the roof.
But while Ricky had been moved to Boston to help bring more scoring, this trade to Minnesota was simply done to keep their superstar happy, and the Wolves' lackluster season only continued. Combine the team's struggles with Davis's numbers decreasing, mainly due to playing in a different offensive system focused on playing slower and through the dominant Garnett, Minnesota would yet again fail to come close to the postseason. However, Ricky, yet again, was just happy to still have an NBA contract and to be playing the sport he loved. In fact, during the following 2006-2007 season, the athletic guard would begin to fall in love with the city of Minnesota and relish his role, in spite of playing on a losing team. Davis would average 17 points, 4.8 assists, and shoot just shy of 40% from three, averages that were bolstered by an insane performance against the Orlando Magic. The Iowa native would not only score 36 points, but 13 of those were all in a row, and the last 3 were the game-winning bucket.
For a moment, Ricky playing catch with KG. Ricky Davis.
Yet, Minneapolis' NBA franchise would continue to be one of the worst in the league, only winning 32 games whilst losing 50. Therefore, the Wolves would decide to blow their roster up. Kevin Garnett was sent to the Boston Celtics and Ricky Davis back to the Miami Heat. Regretful for the way he had treated the 21-year-old Davis during his initial tenure with the team, Pat Riley was excited to see his former player return to the franchise, and Ricky was ecstatic to yet again be playing with not just one, but 2 superstars, 2006 NBA championship winning Dwayne Wade and Shaquille O'Neal.
That's a W team. I can't lie. W team. But at the same time, I just thought about it. Like, LeBron finna come in, like, LeBron comes to the Miami in 2010, right? So, like, well, I don't know when Ricky retires. But we still haven't, this title is misleading, because we still haven't talked about how, like, him refusing to pass to start his career. It seems like it's only getting better.
In order to make up for his mistakes, Riley, who was now the team's head coach, took an immediate liking to his new guard.
It's great. Once you're around him, you wouldn't want to leave. He understands the game. He teaches the game, and he breaks it down to the perspective to where you don't get lost and you understand what you're doing out there on the court.
Coaching, which would truly help Ricky to dominate within a team style of play, as Davis would shoot a very impressive 40% from 3, an average made up from nights such as their matchup against the Washington Wizards, a contest in which the former Hawkeye would not only score 33 points, but also drop in a shocking 9 threes, an honestly pretty impressive feat for the late 2000s. But this wasn't all, because Davis was now understanding exactly when to utilize his God-given talent of being able to find the bottom of the net. Ricky would now sprinkle in isolations when needed, but ultimately would do so by playing within Miami's game plan. Yet, Ricky's rise was just about the only positive for the Heat. Firstly, their star power forward, Alonzo Mourning, would suffer a career-ending knee injury to start the season. Secondly, Dwayne Wade would not only miss the start of the year recovering from shoulder surgery, but also miss the end of the season to have surgery on his injured knee. And finally, But most damaging was the failing relationship between Pat Riley and Shaquille O'Neal.
We've got some breaking news concerning the Miami Heat, concerning Shaq. Is he going to go or stay?
He is not only going to go, he is gone. It is official. He has traded to Phoenix.
Not only had they lost their
superstar, say he's not only going to go, but he's gone.
MVP shooting guard D Wade, but O'Neal would share that he was
what?
happy to be playing with
the news is stupid.
And no longer next to players like Ricky Davis. Without any of their top talent, Miami, much like the Cavaliers all those years ago, would finish with a league worst 15
Oh my
wins
God,
and
15 is 67? How do you cope at night? Like, 15, bruh, to think I played, wait, how many games is that? That's like, hold on, it's like 80-some games, bruh. You mean to tell me, bruh?
Lost record, but this was just the start of the end for Davis.
I'll lose my mind, bruh.
Because despite signing with the Los Angeles Clippers in free agency, Ricky's body, mainly thanks to his insane aerial acrobatics, was starting to break down on him. The former Celtic would, for the first time in his career, miss long stretches of their season due to injury. After the conclusion of the 2009-2010 season, the end of Davis's 2-year contract with the Clippers, Ricky would become a free agent. Yet, the 12-year NBA veteran would never give up on his dream, playing in the NBA Developmental League, as well as spending time overseas.
It's just a matter of, coming out, being healthy, and, trying to get back to that dream.
While Ricky would eventually prove to be a legit NBA-level shooting guard, someone who was not only capable of playing within a system, providing floor spacing for superstars, but being that second option next to someone like Paul Pierce or Kevin Garnett, one question will always remain, because LeBron, who managed to carry his Cavaliers to the 2007 NBA Finals, never truly had a legit second option. While he did pair well with players like Zydrunas Ilgauskas, defenses could simply hone in on the Ohio native in the playoffs, which meant that James had to leave for Miami in order to win his first championship in 2012. Therefore, many wondered, including myself, if Ricky had been willing to work with LeBron the same way he had with Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, and Dwayne Wade, would we be talking about Davis as an NBA championship winner? What do you think about that thought? Also, speaking of LeBron James, did you know that one of his teammates, Kyrie Irving, was the greatest ball handler in the history of the NBA? In fact, Kyrie is so elite at handling the basketball that it seems physically impossible that he would ever lose it. But how did Irving develop this unique skill, and what makes him such an elite dribbler? To find out, click the video on your screen.
Nah, W transition, bro. Y'all let me know what y'all think about my boy down below. To be honest, I think what he said wasn't really bad. I think I really understood it. Him talking about he need like a more established player rather than go to LeBron. And I feel like, even though he didn't win a chip, I think he's very important to the game. Like, everybody, you don't just need star power. I feel like recent NBA feels like you need a 3-headed monster. You need this. Bro, you just need role players, bro. And I think that's why the Celtics work super good. That's why OKC is going absolutely crazy. You don't need star players. You need role players that know their role and know how to do it well. But y'all let me know y'all thoughts and opinions down below. I love y'all. Stay safe. And I'll see y'all next video. We out.